How to sue the prisons. So can you sue the prisons? How to sue the prisons? Huge scope of information in that topic. I will not be able to cover not even a quarter of it, but we will cover a few things that are very important. So the answer to the question, yes, you can sue the prison. I have successfully sued private prison corporations such as GEO, but you can sue them. You can sue the state prisons. It is difficult. They make it as difficult as possible. They don't like you doing it, so you want to have everything in order if that's something that you're going to be trying to do. One thing I will say, one of the major main things that you want to get done before you filed your lawsuit is going to be the grievance process. The grievance process, it's not the exact same in every state and federal level, but they're pretty much the same, and most of them have a lot in common, the different grievance systems. I'm an expert in the Florida grievance system, so we'll go over that. I'll give you an example using that, but the bottom line is, for a federal lawsuit, and the ones I used, 1983 US 42, I believe, requires that you exhaust your administrative remedies. And what that means is you must go through the grievance process before you can bring a lawsuit into court, or they will dismiss it, kick it out. The Florida grievance process starts at a grievance called an informal grievance, and it's actually done on a request form. And that's an informal grievance. Most everything has to start at that informal grievance. Some things, such as a medical issue, can go straight to the next step, which is a formal grievance, but most things have to start at this informal grievance level. So if you start with this informal grievance level, let's say whatever the issue is, you start on this informal grievance level, and you submit that. So you complete it out, you submit it, it comes back to you in 10, 15 days, whatever it is. And if it's approved, it's over. You've exhausted your administrative remedies, you're done, because there's nothing you can't appeal an approval. So if it's approved, you're done. You would be able to file your lawsuit, after that's done. Most cases it's going to be denied. If it's denied, your next step is going to be what they call a formal grievance. I believe that's on the 303 form, but a formal grievance. That one there usually takes a little longer to come back, but usually you get that back in about 30 days. So it goes out, come back again. 99% of the time it's going to be denied. So denied, of course, that means you have to go to your next step. If it's approved, just like the other one, you're done. If it's denied, which most likely will be, you will go to your third step. And that's done on the same form, but this will go to the Secretary of State or the Secretary of Prison Bureau, whatever it is. In Florida, it's in Tallahassee, I believe. So that goes out in Tallahassee. That usually takes longer to come back. I've seen that take several months, but when that does come back, denied or approval, that is the last step. So if it's approved, of course, you're done. If it's denied, again, that was the last step. You must do this in just about all cases to file a lawsuit. If you don't do these steps, 99% of the time when you file a lawsuit, that's going to be one of the first questions they ask. Did you exhaust your administrative remedies? Meaning, did you go through the appeals process in prison? And if you didn't, they're going to kick it out. So that's very important there. I recommend saving copies of it, copies of your grievance there, so you have them if there's ever an issue. But that's one of the major things there. The lawsuit that I filed and that I like, I like the 1983. It's a federal lawsuit. So that's the kind that I'm most familiar with. There are some state, some different state level lawsuits. One of the big things a lot of prisoners run to is medical. They're not getting proper medical attention. Prisons are notorious for this. Whether it's you're in severe pain or something, and at most they might give you some ibuprofen, which they're famous for, giving you some ibuprofen for any type of pain. Ibuprofen is not for tremendous level 8, level 9, level 10 pain. So, but they're famous for doing that. So, and just other stuff, not getting anything. Like if the medical treatment is expensive, like not gonna do it. They're just 9 times out of 10, just not gonna do it to you unless you got family members or you go through the whole lawsuit process. So, so that if you're going after a medical issue and you chose to go the 1983 route, the federal lawsuit route, the standard on that one, we're just going to talk a little bit about this because, like I said, it's a bunch involved in this. I studied this for years. Deliberate indifference is the standard that you must meet if you're filing some type of medical issue with a federal 1983 lawsuit. And what that means is it's not just, let's say the doctor, you went in and you were showing signs of, let's say, a stroke or a heart attack, like your blood pressure was way up, so they should have known that something's wrong here and treated you, and they just sent you back to the dorm and you end up dying or something or having a stroke. That wouldn't meet the deliberate. That would be like neglect, like they should have known. So deliberate indifference is, you tell them, hey, my blood pressure is blah, blah, blah with this. I need some help. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm in tremendous pain. I need something done. It's where you have to make them aware of the problem and they still did nothing. So that it's a little higher, it's a little higher bar to meet with that deliberate indifference. It's not difficult. Whether you say, you can write, and the prison staff is going to lie. So if you don't have it in writing, saying, hey, I requested this on some type of request form or informal grievance, you better have it in some type of writing, because if not, they're definitely going to deny it. That's going to be about, I just want to touch a few things on here. Last things, be aware. I wouldn't have believed this myself if I hadn't experienced it myself. The courts are very, very biased against prisoners filing lawsuits. They hate it. They don't like it. Any little thing that they can do to toss your lawsuit out, they're going to do it. So you want to be really on your P's and Q's when you're filing these, because again, they don't like them and they want to get rid of everything you can. So I've had to appeal mine. Usually your responses are going to be from a magistrate judge, federal magistrate judge, and then you'll have the a level above that is like that's the head judge, where it's not the magistrate. Let me not miss, that's the district court, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And from the district court, I've had to go there and go up to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, which is the Florida, Georgia, several other states down here in this area. The appeal court for them is the 11th Circuit. And I've had to go up there. I've actually went up there and won and had the case have to come back down because the district court, the lower level court, did something that they were not supposed to do. So they really, again, anything they can do to get your case thrown out, they will do it. They hate these cases. That's going to pretty much do it on this one here. If you have any comments, please get into the comment section. I'll answer them if it's something simple. If it's some type of longer, you need some type of consultation, let me know and we'll see if we can maybe work that out. But quick, short answers, comments, just get down in the comments and let me know. If you would, hit that thumbs up button, so this pushed out to more like-minded people. So if you haven't, please subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. So I think that it, unless my camera lady Rhonda was trying to ask something. Were you trying to ask something? I see you waving back there, Miss Rhonda. No. Okay, good to go. All right, so we had a thumbs up for that. Yeah, and that's gonna do it for this one. We will definitely see you guys on the next one, and I appreciate your time.